Hello and welcome to Farmington, New Mexico for the Goodyear Extreme Rock Crawling Championship. We are the Big Rock team. I'm Jeremy Castro along with Mark Armstrong.
That's right, Jeremy. All the top riders, all the top rigs, everybody's here in Farmington at Joke Jerry Canyon, ready to tackle the sandstone.
And you know what? Let's take a look at that list of competitors right now.
I said I ain't one for dancing. This really ain't my scene. Coming on like a heart attack. Here is where the party's at. Satisfaction guaranteed. We've got everything you need. Because party people, party lead. Party people celebrate. Don't leave me alone with these funky, funky, funky people. Don't leave me alone with these funky, funky, funky people. She said,
Now that we've had a chance to meet the drivers, let's take a look at some of these rules.
You know, unlike most competitions, these guys start out at 0, and that's exactly where they want to stay.
so I had to tell
That's right, Mark, and we do mean obstacles. The points are set up like this. If a driver stops his rig for more than 6 seconds, he gets 1 point, and another point for backing up. Now, if he knocks down a gate, he gets 10 points. If he winches or uses a recovery tool, he gets 20 points. The maximum points per obstacle is 40 points. He has 45 minutes to fix his rig, but that will be cumulative. If he breaks down 3 times, he still only has 45 minutes to fix his rig throughout the entire day. Now, if he rolls off his wheels and he gets helped up by someone other than himself or his spotter, he will be assessed the 40 points. It's going to be a hard day out there.
That's right, Jeremy, but enough with the chit-chat. Let's see the action. All right, we're ready to get this event underway. Here you're checking out Steve Nance, the first driver of site number 1, taking on obstacle number 1, and it looks like a steady, steep climb ahead for Steve. There's even some boulders thrown in just to keep him honest. Now, the event is laid out something like this. There are 2 sites with 30 drivers competing at each location. The drivers that started at the lower site on day 1 will move to the upper site for day 2. And we're going to try and keep you caught up all along the way.
I drive a 73 Jeep Commando. Just a stock 360 motor and a truck T18 and 300 transfer case. Some Dana 44s. I run 38.5 Swampers.
After 10 years, is there anything that still spooks you about crawling?
Spooking?
Yeah.
I run out of beer.
bit. Right there. Come on. Come on, you're good. Come on, man, you're good. Look, look, nice job, Scott. Nice job.
We just talked to somebody who said he's a little nervous now that it's a competition. Is that the same with you?
No, not really. I've been in competitive sports my whole life. You know, you have that competitive spirit anyway, so it's no different. I don't know. We go out, we're always pushing each other anyway, you know, calling each other names, see who can make it up something. So I'm not nervous. I mean, we're looking forward to it. We did great last year. We expect to come out number one this time.
Turn to me a little bit. Turn to me.
What do you got to do out there to get him in the right position?
Basically, I tell him where to go. He looks at me and he doesn't look at anything else. And I see where I want him to go. I tell him where I want him to go, and he goes there. He hopefully doesn't ever question me. Once in a while he does, but then again, he's in full control. If he tells me it doesn't feel good, then I tell him to back off and I take him somewhere else. We've been wheeling together for about 5 years now. Anywhere he goes, I go, and anywhere I go, he goes. So we're a pretty good team. We know how we work together, and you know, we just work well together.
Back it up a little bit.
I got you.
Right there. Give it to me. You. Just a little bit. Right there.
All right, I'm Pat Gramillion, and my number is 71. I'm coming from Carbondale, Colorado.
All right, Pat, tell me what specifically brought you and made you decide you wanted to get out here to Farmington to compete in this?
Well, I've competed in a couple of since the first one, and we've done real good. I mean, I love the competition.
Bowden Breinholt. I'm from Logan, Utah, and my number is 38.
All right, coming from Salt Lake ourselves, like I just told you, it's not exactly around the corner. So what about this event specifically got you down here?
Just the people and the kind of vehicles and competition that there's going to be down here. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, is the competition something that attracts you here? Most of these guys, a lot of them say, hey, we don't care about the competition, we're just here to have fun. Are you kind of in that crowd, or you know, is the competition kind of a little extra fun for you as well?
No, it's just a lot of fun, just to see everybody try different things and how well they'll be able to do and how well I'll be able to do if I'll be able to do it all. So just kind of something different.
Yeah! Yeah!
that, Pat.
Holy cow.
Down slow. There you go. Come on, buddy. There you go. Me. Towards me. Be towards me, Pat. Hold on to it, John. I'm coming. You got it? Now go. Down. Woo.
All right.
Go, Pat. Stay that way. Way to go, Pat. You left a little. There you go. You start right. Go right. Only at 2 minutes. Take your time.
What brought you all the way from Parker, Colorado? What specifically about this event attracted you to come on down here?
I've just been wheeling for a lot of years, and it's fun that somebody finally made a competition out of it. And get out here and see how we do against everybody else.
Too far. Up through the grove. Keep coming. Back. Wait. Come on down. Come on down. Now start turning. Okay, got it. Come on over, gotta go back up. Back over. That's it. Hold it hard. Back up. Put the wheel back up. Now hard that way. After the truck of it. That's it, now it's on. You gotta get back up over there. You can't get out. Stay up high. Okay, you're clear with the bumper. Okay, got it. Off the rail. All right. Go either way.
Now, as one of only a few Toyotas here at the Goodyear Rock Crawling Championships, Don is really having to put his rig to work here in this section of the course.
Okay, hard right. You're on your... Do it again. Okay, back up. Just catch the bumper.
Go.
Right straight up. One more time. High as you can get her on the right. Go right. There's a gate right here you'll hit. What's that? There's a gate here. So you only go right here.
Start him. You guys are 5 minutes.
What's that?
5 minutes.
Right now.
$1,001, $1,002, $1,003, $1,004, $1,005, $1,006. $1,001, $1,002, $1,003, $1,004, $1,005.
So that's the action from the lower site on day one. Let's now head up to Jeremy on the upper site. How does it look up there?
Well, Mark, the action is really picking up here at site 539, which is the upper site here in Farmington. The drivers are facing more canyons and closer terrain than down below. Let's take a look and see how Jeff does on this obstacle.
How many flags did I shave off?
Sonny, well, one fell down and one took you 56 seconds.
As we said, the obstacles here at the upper side are fairly close. You can see Jason Pacheco working number 2 as Randy Ellis works number 1.
He back up, okay? Back up, Jason. Come on. Keep coming, Jason. Cavitate, dude. I think you're there. Since you're backing up, keep going.
We can just stick with this.
That's looking good. I think you're there. Driver's side. That was pretty scary. Whatever you think, buddy. I don't know if it's going to be that way or this way. I'm almost thinking over this way more. There you go. Come towards me. Passenger side. There you go. Nope. Nope. Towards your way a little bit. No. Back towards me. Not going to do it. Back to driver's side. There you go. Like that.
You'll make the turn when you get up
Park passenger side.
Straighten up.
Do the wind go.
long shaft.
Randy Ellis from Phoenix, Arizona seems to have done some major damage. His rear drive line's not turning. He's leaking some oil. That's 2 competitors in a row stuck on this obstacle.
What was that piece you got, boy?
Okay, I'm here with Chip Monk and Johnny Honegger. They're trying to pull another guy off this obstacle. This is a mean one here.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, isn't it? It's pretty tough. Old Randy made a good attempt, though. He's a good driver.
I've seen you checking out your line. What are you going to do here?
I'm going to probably put a block in the bottom there, a rock, and try to do a diagonal run on it, sure. Hopefully.
And Johnny, Sonny's doing pretty well. How's he doing right now?
He's doing real good. Doing real good.
He's getting some rest now. Getting people's been pulled off this hill. Is he checking out his line, figuring out what he's doing?
Yeah, he's going to see what he's going to have to do.
How did he do over there on number 2?
He did real good. He did, I moved some big rocks, and we got right on up there. Did real good.
Okay, there you go, Johnny Honegger and Chip Monk here on number 3, waiting to get going.
Hey, try.
No.
Keep it inside.
No.
Keep it inside. Get it off.
Put it off.
Tough break for Jason. The officials out here are amazing with the way they're able to put a rig back on its feet in no time at all. Right now they're trying to right Jeff Beach's vehicle. He came all the way down from Riverton, about a 10-hour drive, and he's got to get his rig back in shape to get back on the course. We're now with Tom Weaver and Phil Collard. They're the course designers, and they've been in this valley, in this canyon, for their entire lives. How are you able to find places like this?
We drive out here and wander around until we find it. Literally.
And that's how you found this one here?
That's correct.
Is this the meanest course here?
This appears to be the meanest one. After watching everybody today, this number 6 slot right here is a lot harder than we had anticipated.
Why is it that everybody's having trouble right here?
Just the severity of the trail. It's as the vehicles come up, it wears the rock down. The first people have an advantage because of the aggregate. It gets broken down and trimmed off, and as the trail progresses, it gets more difficult.
Sure. Obviously, you guys wanted this particular one to be difficult, but did you anticipate it being this hard?
We thought this would probably be among the top 3 in difficulty, and it's turned out being probably the top difficult one here.
What's the hardest part about this one here?
The notch up there is probably the hardest part about this. You just almost have to winch over that. We've had one make it clean today, and then he rolls on the 7th obstacle. Time has started on this driver. He's already made his first attempt, and he's backing up. He lost points on that one. This is a straight shot we had thought, but apparently a rock has rolled into the way down there, giving a little problem. He's made that one clean now. He'll come down this S curve right here. Where originally we're going to bring him up through this gap down here.
Where the rock is?
Where the rock is down here, but we found out it was too narrow to bring most vehicles through. So we brought him up that obstacle he just came up.
Now we're coming to a part where everybody is having trouble with. What is the key here to getting up on this lip?
You really need to take your points here, pull up on it, back up, and square up to this thing and straddle this thing coming up to it.
They don't want to get too high because then they'll slide down into the V.
Yes, that's correct. They'll lodge themselves down in the crack.
So you got to get your right tire on the one side and still stay left.
Exactly.
It's almost impossible.
It's real close. You're on your sidewalls on this one.
He's still okay right there. If he'd come around, if he turned to the right and come around, his front end would slide right into place, and he would be in good shape. He's going to back up and take the point. He doesn't need to, but he doesn't know that. The object on this is to straddle that crack and get the left back tire to go on the outside edge of the hole. If the back tire goes in the hole, it'll pull you back around and you're hung up.
One way you can tell that this is actually a pretty popular obstacle is that when I showed up here about 4 hours ago, there were 20 people here. Now there's at least 100, probably 200 people. They all want to see him go over.
This is a popular spot. The other trail is finished already, but this is real popular. He just broke something. He just broke. He just broke something.
It's in the back.
He got his axle in the rear. He told me earlier today that he felt he had twisted part of his axle and it was limping along, and this got him all the way here.
What's the worst break here you've seen today?
We've had a rear end go on this spot. We've had U-joints, axles, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, the South Carolina boy broke both back axles, put it back together in 25 minutes, and finished out.
The guys from South Carolina, they're gentlemen. They know how to wheel, and it's always a pleasure to have those guys out here.
Interesting thing he told me is that he'd rather build it than buy it.
One of the South Carolina drivers is a certified mechanic, and this gentleman knows exactly what he's doing.
Okay, well, let's hope they'll get through this and we'll get more people through this without any more damage to any vehicles. here at the Rock Crawling Challenge. Toyotas are rare here. However, JT Taylor crawled on up here till he got to this point right here, and it sounds like he blew an axle. They're going to winch him out and try and fix him and get him back on the trail. As Tom and Phil explained, this is a really tough section of the course. As you can see, it's just one obstacle after another, and it's all uphill. Let's watch now as Russ and his spotter work this one.
Jack it all the way down.
4 1,000. 5
Yep.
Stop in reverse.
Just keep getting over. Come right up to these 2 rocks here. Keep going. Keep backing up. All right. Take your winch off. Keep the winch going. Keep the winch going. Keep the winch going. Through. Billy, go!
Gonna be hurting tomorrow. Check out the pinkness of my skin. And we got 2 more days.
Custom top to bottom, quarter lifting suspension in the rear, coils in the front, throttle body 350 shift motor, 700 R4 trans, Dana 300 transfer case, reverse 60 rear, Dana 44 front. That about covers it.
You're one of the guys that people expect to see you in sticky situations just because you're the guy you are. What do you got to do? Do you feel a little bit more pressure in that situation?
Nah, I come down here with the attitude I'm just going to go have fun. If I place 49th, I'm going to have a good time. That's what it's all about, is coming and having fun, not letting the competition get to you, and just do the best you can do.
How do you expect your rig to respond to?
I think it'll do really well. It's after 9 years, I got her dialed in pretty good, so we're just going to see what happens, have fun.
Lily, a little bit. Keep coming, keep coming. Kevin, this way. Easy, let the winds do the work for you. Come on.
There comes the Welsh in the hood.
On his side yesterday, Jason has a match set on day number 2. And this is the Extreme Rock Crawling Championship. Damn, you're taking it serious, aren't you? 2 days, 2 rolls.
Getting a little bit too nasty, I guess. Lay it over twice. I expected the first one, but the second one came as a surprise.
How did this one happen over here?
I listened to my dad. Bad spotter. I blame it on my spotter. No, we were doing good. We came through it, and I turned the wheel the wrong way and went into the downhill side and just went over. Just happens.
You gonna go on?
I don't know. I'm considering it.
Yeah?
We'll see. We'll see.
You gonna fix her up or leave her like this?
Don't know. Like to replace the sticker, but I think it gives it a little character. I like it.
You guys were the spotters. You had the best seat in the house. How'd it look?
Looked pretty bad when I was looking down at Jason. He was down there. It wasn't too good.
He says he's never going to listen to you again.
I know. Well, he hasn't yet, so I don't know why he started now.
I swear we told him to go right, and he went left. I don't know. It's just a bad situation.
Yeah, if you told him to go right, he ends up on his left side. It's his bad, right?
Well, I don't know.
Right hand.
I'm just glad he wasn't hurt.
Yeah. 2 days, 2 rolls. He's
2 days,
okay.
2 rolls, and if that's all the damage that's done on the Jeep, well, we can fix that.
Plus, he's walking still.
Yeah, and he's still good mood about it. He's still happy. He's ready to roll some more.
That's exactly where Jason Pacheco was, and he looked exactly like that before he went over. He's got to straighten up and get up there. Anthony Montoya better straighten up or he could go over too. His spotter's not there. He rolls right now.
Yeah!
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Driver's side a little bit.
James, you went over your spawn?
Left side a little bit.
Lost my hand bitch.
Good, not too much.
Sorry.
Okay, right there. Straighten it up. Driver's side.
What's it? That's the one shot.
Oh. Nice one. You're there.
In day one, this group had to go on the other side where there were tight canyons, more rocks. Here it's wider and steeper. Mike Harmon's going up the right side just like everybody else has done. If he can get his wheels up there and just punch it, he should be all right.
Mike's spotter is just putting some rocks down in front of him. He's kind of upset right now because no matter what he does, Mike still has to get up the hill. He can just guide him and direct him, but Mike still has to get that rig up over the rock. As it turns out, the spotter was right all along. He needed to take out that flag, take the 10 points, and just get up over the hill so he can carry on with the rest of the obstacle. They're not done here. They've still got to go around and go over a ditch and still get through it.
Rear shaft. Rear shaft. I'm not carrying anything up on the drive thing there. That's the line. Wait a minute! Get back here. Okay. Right there. Now bump it. Bump. You're gonna stuff the bumper. We gotta take a little backup, Joe. Stop. Scary as hell. Stop. Hard my side. Where's the other gate? Right here? You gotta go right between the flags. Hard my side. All the way. Hard my side. Try to power through it. No! Yeah, go. You're all right. You're all right. No, you're past the flag. You're past the flag. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. Gotta get the bookies. Now, hard my side, and then hard your side. My side a little bit. Straighten it out. That way. Hard my side.
Frank was the first to make it through the canyon on the upper side yesterday, and then he rolled it at the top. Here on day number 2, he gives it everything as TJ has on hill number 6 on the lower side.
They don't lose something out of that thing. Boy, surprise, not cheap.
Back off.
This is Fantasyland for Jeep fans. Right over here, Matt Bartlett's trying to get up that mound of rock. And then right here, Chris Durham's trying to get up the immobilizer.
Come on. All right. Good ride.
You got to deal with it as a wife of a rock crawler.
I think you've got to have a lot of patience and a lot of crossing fingers and things like that. So grin and bear it.
Still get real nervous while he's driving?
A little bit. I have a lot of faith in how he drives, and he's one of the only people that I'll actually ride with. And I think he knows his limits, but he does like to push them.
Spare tire.
Goodyear and the ARCA put this thing together, they sure did pick a great spot. You see, it doesn't get much more vertical than this. Chicken Eyes here is straight up. Over in the 639 area, it's a lot tighter and there are more rocks. That's where Mark Armstrong is. Mark, what's going on?
That's right, Jeremy, out here at Consumer. This is obviously the place to be. Check out the crowd rimming around this thing. They're here to check out what's turning out to be a lot of carnage, really. Axles, tires, rollovers, we got everything here. Nobody's climbed the thing yet without a winch. We're still waiting to see some of the big names, though. Possibilities are still out there.
Keep going. To the right. Okay, I got it. Come on. Good. Point out on this. Hit that gate good? Huh? Hit that gate good? Might as well. Now you got the flag. That's all right. That's all right. Driver okay? Point out, no, 40 points.
Okay, just get him back over and back him back.
Yeah, back him out.
Point out.
It's staying in, it's staying in.
Guys, can you help him? Yeah. Hello. You okay, Chief? Did they ask for you yet?
I haven't heard nothing.
Okay. You guys out? Yeah, they're out. He's out. You guys go. Tom's you guys help him.
Yeah, pull away.
We're just going to sit over there. Yeah. Where? He's coming back to us. I'm sorry that.
one more. Right there. Hard back.
Whoa! Another yellow one down. I'm done. Okay.
Every time you stop, you slide.
One move down. Two moves down.
I'm not behind you. Right here is going to start helping. As you can see, this spot is a little tricky. It's day 2, and already 2 rigs have been on their side. So the drivers behind have taken note, and they're taking it now nice and easy. Good work, guys.
Yeah, you're going to have to cut back. One stop.
Right. Straight as you go. Real easy. You can cut this way. Really. Hold up here.
One one's down. Two one's down. Three one's down. One stop.
Yep, right there. Now before you even get to the canyon, you've got to battle this obstacle. Just making it through here is tough enough. but the drivers going over this have no idea what lies ahead.
Nice job, John.
Body down. Can you get that body down from here?
The back?
No, in the front, on the side.
The Consumer Canyon is one of 2 final obstacles for the competitors. It's the longest and has also proven to be the toughest of all of them.
Drive it! Drive it! Drive it! Stop right there. Hold yourself up. Release the weight. Release. Release. Out. Out. Release. 10 minutes.
Not big. Got time. Relax. Got time.
Time! Let it in! I call the handle.
I don't have the handle, John. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. You got a ton of time.
Just let the winch out! Winch out! Release the winch! Back up, Brooke!
In the front, watch yourself. It's got slack. That's disgusting. You didn't hardly hurt it.
Ted.
It's important.
One judge over on the other side not deducting 2 points for reverse. They're not doing the stopping in reverse.
They automatically get a 1 more point. They're already counting 2 points.
I know, but he's not calling it out. Carol's good
Kneel down there. Here's a lever.
Come on, Peter, get out of there.
Let's check out one of the local boys now. Crowd favorite Harold Off is putting on quite a show here in Farmington.
Oh, there's a shot for you. There's a shot.
1,000.
Yeah, that's good. Keep going.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Pat, back it up. Back. Go back up. A little more. There you go. All right. Pick up a little more. Okay, now turn right. Pass, coming up. There you go. Now forward. I was trying to. Got it, Pat. Okay, a little bit towards me. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're out, man. Go up on this side.
Now, rock crawling is also a lot about teamwork. Check out Pat Gramelian and his spotter as they really work nicely together on this section.
You're over it, Pat. 2 minutes left. Drive it up. A little more, Pat. You're almost through it. There you go. Minute 40 seconds.
Consumer claims another casualty. Jeremy Pat Gramelian trying to get up here racing against the clock. Popped over the top, looked like he might made it, but he breaks an axle. Day's over for him, maybe. Certainly this rock is over for him.
Thanks, Mark. Scott Sides is working his way towards the canyon. He's done extremely well up until this point. I'm looking forward to seeing how his Cherokee and he handled the obstacle called the Consumer.
Come on, Scott. Drive, Scott. Come on, Scott.
How's it feel?
Yeah, Eagle.
Just into it a little bit, Johnny, a little bit.
Scott's experience with his long wheelbase Cherokee really shows here in the canyon.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
Oh, hello.
Get light. 1 one's down. Okay, throw it reverse. 2 one's down. Turn that way. Easy. 3 one's down. 4 one's down. 5 one's down. 6 one's down. 1 point per stop. Come on, Scott.
It's the same kind of crowd. There's just one, the guy on the edge of the building to jump.
How's it feel? Start coming down. Hey, back easy. Hey, she's coming down. Don't worry about it. Reverse. All right. Keep going, a little bit more. Hey, stop right there. Turn it that way. Come on, you're good. Come on. You're right there, girl. Come on. Come on. Keep going. You can start climbing and come down. Keep it caught right there. Straight it out. A little bit, right there. Come on, baby.
Okay, guys, we're not dead.
Help it! There goes, yeah! Cut it! That's good. Leave it there. Easy, easy! Keep going, easy. Cut just like it is. Come on, Scotty. Hang on. Right there, dude. Hang on. Keep going. Get it. You're on the mark, man. You're on the mark. Help it, Scott. Help it. Come on, climb. Try it. Wait, just going. Back up. Let it out. Back up. All right, right there. Turn back.
And one of the great things about this competition is that vehicles of all shapes and sizes are competing. Jeremy just finished talking about Scott Sides' long wheelbase Cherokee. Let's see now how Rod Pepper's much shorter wheelbase can handle the obstacle.
Rod Pepper from Cheyenne, Wyoming, and we're number 29.
All right, Rod, tell me what the appeal of this event was. Why did it bring you all the way down here from Cheyenne?
Just to see how we can do with everybody else, and it's fun. That's the big thing, is it's fun.
So talk about it. You got obviously a lot of the big names, a lot of the big guns in this type of sport are out here. Is that in large part the appeal of it, to see how you kind of stack up against these guys?
Oh, sure. That's true in any sport. I think you never find out how good you are until you compete against the best.
cut it. One's down. Left, come back. One's down.
Get right there, right there. Come right. Come ahead. Hard right, hard right. There you go. Straighten out. Hard right. 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 Back left. Hard left. Oh, right inside the point. Right here. Back into it. This way, this way, this way. This way. This way.
One's down. Dig it. One's down. 3 was down. 4 was down.
Hard right, back.